Peace to all my kings and queens out there. It's your boy Rel. We all know the struggle be so real out here. However, you do need to be realer than your struggle. So, stay tuned. I have some lessons for you. So let's get it. Hello guys. Happy Tuesday evening. For those who are new to my channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Terrell, aka Rel, and this is the Struggle is Real channel. This basically is a channel for those who are, looking for self-help, self-discovery. I would just call myself a perspective seller. I sell perspective. I don't sell advice, and I'm not a doctor, so none of this stuff is what I would call, medicine for anybody to go out here and, and try to apply to their life, because at the end of the day, my opinion is my opinion and my thoughts are my thoughts. You might feel differently about it, and that's cool. But just selling you guys a perspective, you can either take it or leave it. So I will not go back and forth with anybody in the comments. If what I'm telling you helps you in your life, great. If what I'm telling you don't help you in your life, great too. It might not be the channel for you. But just know that this is the Struggle is Real, and I am Rel, and I'm here to give you a real life essential lesson. I hope this video is finding everybody in good health and doing well, because I know we're about to approach this new year and less than 48 hours. So just make sure you guys are ready. I am here to equip you with information to get you ready for this year and get you ready to do great things. Because again, if I'm growing, I would expect you to grow, and vice versa. This video today is going to be basically a yearly review. So basically what I'm going to do right now, even though I haven't been around for a year, I am basically going to recap the last couple months of what videos I've done, just so you can know the library that I'm working with. So I've done a video on forgiveness. So my opinion, again, my perspective. My opinion is that if you forgive people, learn how to forgive people, it'll unblock your blessings. I think that's a fair shake, because there's times when people walk around with the face and they're mad at everybody, yet they're living the most unblessful life in the world. I don't know if that's a word, unblessful, but learn how to forgive people and move forward. Learn how to forgive people and move forward, because if you don't learn how to forgive people, I feel, just my idea and experience that I've lived in my life, I feel like you're blocking your blessings. I've done a video on how to be intentional and not emotional. So how that works. As men, even women, but I'll just apply it more so for the men, because I feel like as men, we're emotional creatures. Now, emotional is not necessary that you break down and cry. I say emotional as in, like, say, road rage incidences. I literally had a road rage incident right over here, because I'm right next to a freeway. I literally had a road rage incident where this guy cut me off. I lost it. And I am gripped up, so the first thing I'm thinking to myself is that this is going to become a problem. But he played along like he wanted to go somewhere with it too. He pulled off to the side of the road, and I had to think, if I get out this car and everything, and I'm not a flash and show type of person. If I'm pulling, I'm shooting. And not to give you guys any kind of bad ideas, but I'm just saying, I was gripped up. It was more so, if I get out and I approach, I'm shooting. I'm not asking questions, I'm shooting. So the thing is, maybe he feels the same way. So instead of me going there and putting myself in a position where I could go to jail and put somebody in the ground, or vice versa, I'd rather just say, you know what? I was trying to go this way. You're in my way. And I pulled off and I left. He followed me. He seemed like he wanted something else. But when I went around the corner, he didn't go around the corner with me. Thank God. So, as men, I think we get ourselves in situations where we're not necessarily looking for certain things, but we get it anyway, and that's what leads to a lot of us being in prison and doing things that, or going places that we shouldn't be going, like to an early grave. So, be intentional, not emotional. Learn how to live your life purposeful. Don't let people block your purpose either. Just like you want to make sure you're not like the whole forgiveness thing. You want to make sure you forgive people so you can keep on with your blessings. You want to make sure that you're living purposeful and not letting people put you into emotional mode where you're forgetting to get to the bag. Act as if. I did a video on that. I'm a firm believer in fake it till you make it, because there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to believe that you're great and you want to believe that you're purposeful and that life is got something for you, why not walk in that? Why not walk in that? If you walk in it, eventually somebody's going to believe you and believe you enough to give you the bag. Why not? Create, don't consume. Or don't just consume. I'm not saying you shouldn't, consume some information, but be willing to create too. That's why I even started this YouTube page. This is actually the absolute blueprint statement that started me. Create more than consuming, or just as much as you consume. Friendly to all, friends to none. I got this. I did a video on it. I got this ideology from this cat. I forget his name. I don't have it on my notes, but he was basically talking about how he follows somebody or whatnot, and they say you should be friendly to all, but friends to none. I think that's a real statement, and I'm actually going to do a video on that tonight. I actually started it last night, but I was so tired. It wasn't the best, sharpest video in the world, so I just said, well, we'll try it again today. But far as I see it, you want to make sure you're being cordial to everybody, but you don't have to be friends with everybody. People that you have as your friends, that's fine and dandy to have those people as your friends, but let's just be realistic. Going into 2026, I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of people, and I'm okay with it. Everybody's not meant to go with you on a journey that you're trying to get to. So that's fine. Be willing to cut people off that are not meant to be in your life. Some people are just in your life for a season, not for forever. Times and systems and how they work and how they influence our society. I did a video on that. So what that was actually inspired by my boy 19 Keys. Shout out to him. Not my boy, like me and him know each other, but I follow him. I respect his philosophies on different things, and he's a really deep brother, and I respect him. But he was talking about temporal blindness. Now, I don't have all the information on that, and I even said that in the video, but there was something to what he said, that basically time is man-made, which, of course, we all know that. But he was saying that as us, as a people, we're not designed to follow time, not time by other people's standards. And that could be a lot of reasons why a lot of people are not successful, because they just don't see the future as immediate as you got somebody over here from another culture that look at time like, oh, I got to get on it. I got to do this because my future says I'm going to be here if I don't do this. Us as a people, I don't believe we see like that. You know that saying that they say that everybody has the same 24 hours. Somebody's belief in 24 hours to your 24 hours might not be the same. So let me just give you an example. You might have somebody that sees just the morning as opposed to the night, or I'm sorry, the morning, afternoon, and evening, and the full on nighttime. They might just see the morning. They just trying to get through the morning. But then you got a person over here who is successful, who is, moving with purpose and everything. They seen the whole day. And that's what I was even saying in my last video about going into the year, not looking to seize the year, but seizing the day. Some people can't even see past the day. You got to be ready for whatever comes to you in a day, because your day is a literal 24 hours. And a lot can happen in 24 hours. You'd be surprised. So you want to walk into your days believing that anything can happen in a good facet and anything can happen in a bad facet. You got to be prepared for all of that shit. You got to live in that moment. But you got to be ready for whatever that comes in that day. So shout out to 19 Keys for the whole temporal blindness thing. Like I said, I'm going to study that a little bit more this year so I can be able to explain it better in the video for you guys. Or you can just go follow him and he'll explain it for you better than I can, Family woes. I did a video on family woes. So basically, I have a very interesting family. So obviously I'm a, African American man. My wife is Hispanic. So I have a Mexican side of the family. My black side of the family, I don't see them as much. And I'll just say I don't see them as in outside of my mom, my brother, and everything, my brothers. I see them, I talk to them, mom and everything on a daily basis or, weekly basis or whatnot. I don't necessarily see the rest of my family. And that's not no shot or stab at them, because I just feel like, again, we just see life differently and we don't move on the same accord. Meanwhile, my Hispanic side of the family, everybody, no matter what occasion it is, everybody's trying to get together. Everybody's gathering. Everybody's trying to party. Everybody's trying to celebrate each other. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see me at all kind of Hispanic events as opposed to my black side of the family. Now, I don't want nobody to get it confused like I'm shunning my own, my own culture. It's just that I believe my family is, in their own little headspace. So it brings me woes. And what woes for me means is worry of everything. I worry about my family a lot. So I did a video on that. I did a video on you as a brand. So what that means, you as a brand. Brand stands for being real and never dishonorable. So you as a brand, you walk into a restaurant, you believe that you're supposed to get the best service ever. You walk in a restaurant, you believe you're supposed to get the best service ever. You be seated on time. You believe that you're supposed to be giving your food on time. Your food's got to be hot. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. Everything should line up. And you expect that the person's supposed to act accordingly that's, serving you the food, so you can tip them at the end, and then you can walk out the restaurant fulfilled and everything. But meanwhile, you as a brand, you suck. Now, how's that work? I don't think us as a people or as a society look at ourselves as a brand. Every day when you step out that door, You are representing you. You're a reflection of you. So who are you? And I don't know if I did this in this video or I did it in another video. How much are you? How much are you worth? Are you $1,000 person? Are you $1 million person? Are you a dollar person? Are you on a dollar menu, basically? You need to treat yourself as if you matter. It kind of goes with the act as if. You are $1 million. You should be treated as $1 million. As a matter of fact, even more than that. More than that. People walk out every day into this world. I ain't gonna say everybody and every day, but you have people coming out the house in their pajamas just to show you how much people feel they worth. You don't know who gonna be out here in the streets. You don't know if you're gonna run into one of your favorite celebrities in a random spot that's gonna see you, and then you want to take a picture with them in your pajamas. You want to represent the best version of yourself, or at least in your current life, the best version of yourself, of what you are right then and there. When you guys go to my channel, I know you'll probably look at me and you'll see that I take a lot of pictures, whether I be in my room, whether I be at on a park bench. You'll see me all, dressed up, nice. Even like right now, you might see me, I do have my videos where I record, I'm at work and everything, just to show you my real life. But I do a lot of videos where I'm, dressed up. So a lot of people would like, why is this dude walk around here taking pictures of himself? Is this a conceited thing? Is he arrogant? Does he think he's the shit? I have to be the shit. I have to act as if I'm that, because if not, who's going to take me serious? What does my brand represent? So I have to mentally put myself there. If you don't believe I'm the shit, that's fine and dandy, but I have to believe I'm the shit, and I have to carry myself like I'm the shit. I have to carry myself like I'm $1 million person, soon to be billion. So you as a brand, you can't ask for someone to service you, you and be great in what they do, and you like shit, and you trash. If you trash, why shouldn't I treat you like trash? Do you think I'll put it to you like this? I'll put it to you this way. Do you see? I appreciate you guys rocking out with me today. Remember, the struggle is real, but you have to be realer than you struggle. Don't let the situation define the man, but let the man define the moment. Stay intentional, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.